Hi, my name is Abby with the Ball Out Sports, and we are back for one of my favorite weekends of all time. The Super Bowl, baby. I am so excited for this game. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, aka the GOAT, against the younger GOAT, and good offenses, good defenses. Oh, guys, this is going to be one to remember. I'm so excited. Let's break it down. All right, so these two teams faced off in week 12. In that game, combined offense, they had 960 yards, 51 points, and 6 touchdowns. Those are some really big numbers. Mahomes put up 359 yards too. So it's just numbers out the wazoo. This game is going to be, in my opinion, a high-scoring game. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to go, personally, I think it's going to be within 5 points. It's going to be very close and down to the wire, if not overtime. Before we switch over to what I think is going to be a main factor of the game, let's just talk quickly about Tom Brady. He doesn't need much explanation because he is just extremely, extremely talented. This year has been fun, personally, for me to watch him just because he's in a different uniform. We don't see him in that Patriots uniform anymore, and he still just plays at such a high level. He is truly, truly the GOAT. So this is what he had to say about, what drew him to Tampa Bay and led him to this moment.
When I got here, is part of the reason why I came here is because there was a lot of great things that were here. Great coaching staff, great players. I felt like I could come in and really help the team win. And, this is what we hope to get to this point in the season, which we have. And now we got to go try to finish it off.
I do think that the defense is going to come into play a lot in this game. One huge loss for the Chiefs is that Eric Fisher's out with an injury. Huge loss for them. With Tampa's blitz rate and pressure rate in general, it's going to be a hard task for Mike Rimmers, who's stepping in for Eric Fisher. A lot of pressure is going to be put on them, and I think this game could potentially come down to defense and not necessarily just offense. Well, obviously it comes down to both, but I'm saying a key factor in this game, I believe, will be a defensive battle, and ultimately who wins that defensive battle is going to win the game. Now, what the Chiefs do have going for them, besides their really good quarterback and really good offense and really good defense, is Tyreek Hill. And in that Week 12 game that I had mentioned, Tyreek Hill had a total of 269 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns on 15 catches.
The guy that comes with energy, and he comes with that work ethic every single day. We ask him to do a lot. I mean, you obviously see he's always running down the field, catching these long plays. He's running intermediate routes. He's running jet sweeps, and he wants to take every single rep. I mean, he's out there for every single one of them to get the timing down, runs down there, scores touchdowns, and then he's in the huddle again for the next play. And so you hear about that with all the great receivers, but to see it firsthand, I mean, it's truly a special thing.
Point blank, if Tampa wants to have a chance at winning, that can't happen. What Tyreek Hill did in Week 12 cannot happen on Sunday. And that's just period blank. That's it. So another thing to keep in mind is coaching. You have 2 veteran coaches. You have 2 aggressive coaches. You have 2 offensive-minded coaches that both have successful track records. Andy Reid has led the Chiefs to 5 consecutive AFC West titles. And this is his chance to have the Chiefs repeat Super Bowl wins, which hasn't happened since the Patriots in 03-04 season. There's a lot at stake for Andy Reid. Now, what does Andy Reid think their biggest challenges will be?
Well, I think your turnovers obviously become an issue in games like this. Special teams can be a deciding factor, and then I always come back to the offensive defensive lines and how they play.
Bruce Arians, on the other side of things, This is his first Super Bowl as a head coach. I want to say he's been to 2 as an assistant coach, but first one as a head coach. For him, what's at stake is to win his first Super Bowl as a head coach with Tom Brady as his quarterback. And how exactly would he celebrate if he took home the title?
With all our players and coaches. I mean, it would be just a remarkable. Our setup's a little bit different here than what I've had in the past as far as the parking lot. But we will find an adult beverage somewhere and have a great time.
Who do I want to win? If y'all watched last weekend, you probably know I'm an Aggie, gig 'em, and I just root for other Aggies. So I subconsciously am just rooting for Mike Evans and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Do I think they're going to win? The Chiefs are so good. Like, the Chiefs are so good. But then you have Tom Brady. It's so hard. And I think regardless of who wins, it's going to be a game for the ages. And we're always going to remember this matchup because it's just something special. And you can appreciate this level of the game. My score prediction, I'm going to go 31-30 Chiefs win. Again, in either overtime or at the very last minute. Oh my gosh, I haven't even mentioned Gronk yet. There's no real explanation, but like, how do you not even talk about Gronk? He's just Gronk. And by the way, he just gave Super Bowl tickets to a nurse on the front lines, and if you haven't seen it, go watch the video. It's really cute. But hello, everyone loves some Gronk. But yes. Anyway, 31-30 Chiefs win the Super Bowl. One last thing that I think is one of the most interesting tidbits about this game is this is the first time a team will play in their own stadium in the Super Bowl. The reason why I find that so fascinating is because pre-COVID, I think it would play a much larger role in the game. Home advantage obviously always does something. You have the fans cheering loud. It's just all kind of in your swing of things. It's your momentum. But the stadium is, I think the capacity is like 22,000. So at least they'll still have fans there, but it's not going to be the same environment. So something that was really fascinating to me. So who's it going to be, guys? Bucks or the Chiefs? Cheers to the Super Bowl.